Well, we're back. It's Thursday, March 16th, and joining me in the studio today, I've got Nathan Hellenbrand from the Communications Department, and we've got Dan Philgreen from SPTV. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us today. So, Nathan, remind us a little bit about one of the programs that the Computer Club is going to be putting on.
Right. It's going to be happening today at 2:15 in the Manatee Room, and Mike Peterson's going to be the one that's going to be heading that presentation. It's going to be about the general history about computers, and he's been doing these presentations for 17 years here at Shell Point. He's a part of the computer medics, too, so he's very knowledgeable in that area.
And very well known and respected. Boy, and if he's been giving this presentation and talking about this topic for 17 years, that includes a lot of the history of computers.
Yeah.
I mean, really and truly, you know, all of our residents remember when the IBMs were filling up a whole room in an office. I don't think Nathan has quite the memory that some of us do, but of course, he's an expert in what he does.
I may have to attend it myself to catch a thing or two.
You would find it very interesting. A lot you probably don't know.
Right.
I think most of us can look back and say, I remember the first computer that I ever used. And the
first time I saw video running on a computer.
Oh, well, that's really exciting.
So, yeah.
I used to write press releases on a typewriter. And whenever you would have to edit them, you would have to retype the whole release. So when I got a Selectric typewriter, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a game changer. You know, it had the little ball instead of the, and everybody just thought that was
changed the font
so modern, you know. And then I remember the next evolution for me was they brought in a Wang word processor into, I know, that was the name of it. And we had the floppy, we had the floppy disks, you know, and
filled up a whole room.
And as a writer, of course, the worst agony was learning how to use this new technology and typing all your stuff, not saving it properly, and having it all just go whoosh. It was gone. There were some tragic days there of adapting to that new technology. And I wish I could say that I'm an expert in computers, but I've come a long way, baby, as they used to say on TV. But I still feel like technology is constantly outpacing our abilities. Just when you think you've nailed it, there's a whole new software or some whole new dynamic that, you know, and of course now we use our phones like a computer. So anyway, all right, well, the Computer Club and that presentation in the Manatee Room should be very interesting. Of course, that's happening today, so we need to make sure everybody knows to go to that. And then, Dan, tell us a little bit about the concert that they're having in
tonight. The Village Church tonight, 7:15, the Bay Singers. Founded in 1998 by our own resident, Dave McJoy, when he lived over there at Bonita Bay. And it's 70 singers led by a really professional leader. It's Cynthia Dallas, who's the principal keyboard player for the Naples Phil. So you get some top drawer direction there. They do a really dynamic program. It's American Standards is this one they're calling it. It's going to have Irving Berlin, Aaron Copland, George Gershwin. They're doing a little bit of Motowns. It's quite a big program. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of dynamic music. This group really enjoys what they do.
That's excellent, and they're really good.
They're very good.
Yeah, they're very good. So that's happening tonight at 7:15 in the Village Church. So we want to make sure that residents get out to see that program because that's an excellent program, and there's no charge for that. So it's a great opportunity. So now don't forget that on Friday we've got, well, first of all, Friday is St. Patrick's Day, so just want to make sure we remember that.
Wear your green.
That's right, wear your green. And they're going to be doing a beach day trip tomorrow, so Bev Chanley's got a group of folks that are going to the beach. Don't forget that that's happening. And then the Crystal Dining Room has a fun program for St. Patrick's Day. Tomorrow they're going to be doing some music during their lunch service from 11 to 2 o'clock. They're going to have a group called Celtic Stew, and they're going to be coming in and doing some Irish singing, which will be a lot of fun.
Great with the corned beef and cabbage.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to run around and pinch everybody that's not wearing green. So that's going to be a lot of fun over in the Crystal Dining Room from 11 to 2. And then they're also celebrating St. Patrick's Day tomorrow night in the Grand Cypress Room with a group called Kellen Celtic Arts Irish Dance Group. And they're going to be, right. And I wish I could say it with an accent. That would be a lot of fun. But I think I would sound more like that little leprechaun on the Lucky Charms, you know. But I think that's going to be a fun program. And know that residents will enjoy it. It's going to be very lively and spirited. So those are some things for St. Patrick's Day. Now we've got some segments coming up on today's show that I want to make sure that everybody catches. Dottie Morrison is great. As you know, she is a wonderful photographer in her own right.
She has gotten very
Oh,
good.
incredible. And she actually just recently went on a trip to the Galapagos Islands. So I can't wait for her to come back and tell us a little bit more about that. But in the meantime, she is bringing us a segment called Gallery Glimpses. And she is going to be showing us the current photo display by Frank Moore. And so his work is hanging in the photo studio, and we'd love for people to come out and see that. And Dottie is going to give us a little sneak preview.
Great.
And then also we've got Adrian Kerr, who is going to be giving the presentation, The History of India. And Terry Kolath is going to give us a look at what that Academy presentation is about.
He's always so good.
Oh, he's just
Riveting.
so
That guy's
interesting
riveting, yeah.
and funny.
He is.
You know, he's really, he presents the history in a way that makes it very
I
entertaining.
wish my history teachers would have been like him. You know.
Right.
I would have learned a lot more.
Yeah, probably. My history teacher was very handsome, so I had a hard time concentrating. Yeah, so
You're learning, but maybe not about history.
I
Right?
was sitting there, I was going, I know he was talking, but I was just like, oh, he's so handsome.
Adrian Kerr is very handsome too.
Yeah, there you go. So those things are going to be on the show later today. So it's a great show. I hope you'll stick with us and enjoy those segments. There's more information to come.